Hello everybody and welcome to Minecraft Alpha 112_01 whatever. I hope that's not too loud, my goodness. I guess I didn't really think about that. Alright. I'm gonna very quickly adjust the sound. Just give me 1 second. Although I'm sure it sounds nice, but I'm gonna put that down to 15. Okay. What a great way to start. Alright. Welcome to... Actually, I'm not going to tell you what this is. I'm not going to. You can use inference, but I'm not going to really show it off too much. Anyway, I didn't put it back to... Sorry, I've been tossing back curvases. Alright. I'm not going to show this place off too much because it's spoilers for the next video, which is releasing in 2 hours from now. But we're going to go right back down. Don't look. We're very high up. Alright. I've got some stuff down here. Everybody, late night stream to stay awake to? Yes, yes. It'll be a lot quicker if I just break this, won't it be? Always call power just streaming. Glad I caught today's stream. Couldn't get yesterday's because I was busy. Real. That's why we're having a stream weekend. You know what I mean? Alright. Well, it's a little dark right here. There's something going on up there, and again, you're gonna have to wait to figure it out what it is. But in the meantime, I'm here just to chat with everybody. You're gonna see what's going on. I haven't been down here in a while. How are you just gonna blue ball me on like? I'm not blue balling you. You're just gonna have to wait 2 hours for the video to drop. It's pretty cool though, I think. Yeah, it is spoilers. Or maybe it's teasers. Anyway. Am I gonna get snowed on tonight? Yeah, absolutely. Tons of snow outside. Super freezing. I'm not too cold. I was freezing last night, not tonight though. Okay. A question. How can I get the snow texture to my beta Minecraft? I don't know if the file path in the jar mod is the same. You'll have to just reorganize it, right? But mcver... Actually, I don't want to go over there. I have a lot of dirt. Let's put that dirt away. But mcversions.net or .com, I think it is. And you can open up the client jars with WinRAR, and it'll look for the snow file, the snow PNG. That's all it's called. You have to recreate the file path to it, basically, and then zip that up as a jar mod. You can check the jar mod for alpha for a reference. Hello from Russia, your videos are great. Hello from Michigan. Thanks for watching. How'd you get 1.21.11 look like old Minecraft? Well, you see, I couldn't stand the thought of being set apart from my slave plantations and sniffer farms. So I just, like, went and manually recolored all the textures, you know? So, like, all the copper, all the wax copper stairs, dripstone, all the crimson wood, all the pale garden blocks, the resin. I just colored them all to be stone, you know? So that's actually what this all is. We've got netherrack, we've got gold, we've got warped fungus, all that stuff. It's all just colored to look like stone. Miss this world so much. I will welcome back. I'll tell you the truth, I don't actually know, or didn't have like anything super serious planned for tonight. But I have a lot of options. Now, I do write down everything that I want to do. Usually, anything I ever get an idea for, I write it down. Here's an idea. Why don't I finish that clock tower? Yeah. How about I do that? I bet you that would be pretty helpful. Dang, True Viridian. Incredibly generous. Thank you. Hey, for Michigan as well. Absolutely love your videos. Thank you very much, Viridian, for the 5 memberships you just gifted to those people. I hope they like them as much as you like sending them. You and Alco are my favorite Minecraft YouTubers, and I like falling asleep while watching them. Thank you. Alright. It's very clearly modern Minecraft. Yeah, absolutely. See? This guy gets it. Alright. Thanks for the membership. Heck yeah. A lot of mobs just spawned right here. Look at this. Think I can get some threads? Let's turn this into some Louis Vuitton. What can we make? We can make a pair of pants. That's pretty much it. Maybe should I turn the music down? Is it a good volume? Or should I raise it? Nice. Alright. Oh, I heard another pig, actually. Let's get him. Gotta give back. Use it to buy some batteries. I did. I actually did run to town. I ran 30 minutes into town to get batteries. So we're all good on that front. Oh, I gotta take... Oh, oops. There we go. Good for you. Maybe some anti-arson therapy. Don't be so sure. Don't be so sure of that. Raise your mic instead. I can't really do anything about that too much without screwing everything else up. Alright. I'll just lean forward. Welcome to the meth lab. Or it's a heroin lab, actually. Got poppies. I like how there's this tank of lava in the corner, you know? I don't really do a lot of building with lava. I know that's kind of a staple, a classic in this version, but I haven't done a whole lot of it, to tell you the truth. Alright, actually. 8-1. Row 2 back. What's up, Chuds? Hi, Chuds. Thank you for your input. I don't also go over here very much. Used to make poppy tea back in the day. Heck yeah. That is a golden duck. Yeah. Here's the, what is this, Uncle Iroh's tea shack, I think I called it. Or the Jasmine Dragon. I haven't watched Avatar in ages. I don't go in here too much, but I think it's pretty cool to have. I like this pool. I would like to have more pools like this in my builds. Loser? Hunter Games 2015. How dare you? Hey, Moggenster, how does it feel that your second channel is growing way faster than your main? It's been that way for a year now. I'm pretty used to it. Oh god, something's broken. Now it's fixed, I think. A loser, old Minecrafter. Thank you, Walrus. Turn the music down just a touch. Alright, fine. Or I'll pause it so we don't miss out on the Eats Road. There we go. Was planning to watch Avatar because of that build, I just haven't had the time. I feel that, yeah. You know what I've been watching lately is Jendy Tartakovsky's Primal. It's another cartoon. But it's pretty good. It's different, you know. Bear? Heck yeah. I sent a super chat, but it did not show. Yeah, I didn't get it. It usually would pop up at the top. I can check after, though, and verify. Sorry, I should walk through the lines. I never do that. Alright. Here we go. I mostly ran over here to grab some cobblestone. Do we have another Cerveza tonight? I just finished drinking one. But I already... I mean, I got 2 more. I could drink. Oh, Forest Day Burns, $20. Thank you very much. Now, this is a stream I can get behind. I like the bear that does the swag. He's already Foony. Thank you very much, Forrest. Always appreciated. I don't watch anything. I read AO3 fanfiction. Oh, God. Otherwise known as hell. Alright. Let me write you down. I write down everybody who's ever donated to me. I write down Forrest a lot. Thank you, Forrest. Alright. Pretty. It's all good. It's all good. Well... Ladies call me primal the way my spirit can never rest. Oh, wait. I took it all already. No. I haven't been down here in a while. You have to forgive me. Alright. Here's my question. I can build something. I can read off of my list of ideas that I have for building. I can do some redstone eats road stuff. Or I could go caving. I have not gone caving in quite a while, and I know people like that. So, those are your 3 options. Let's hear it. Hola, hey, hello, it's me. Hello, Wazay. Caving is fun. That's 1 vote for caving. Hey, Monster, asked this yesterday, but we got interrupted by the village. Will you upload your POV of the Civilization stream? I did not. It's on Cole Powered's channel. That's his deal. I think he's going to turn it into a video eventually. So go to Cole Powered. He's the guy who really's got that going on. I'm hearing a lot of caving. Maybe we'll have time for a lot of stuff. I vote big fire. You guys want me to go burn down the Christmas tree in the center of the world? I need to get rid of it eventually. Only Michigander will actually tolerate coming from an Ohio State supporter. You hate us because you're anus. Or, what? How do you say that? Anyway. Alright, well, we go caving. We could do a lot of everything, but I think we're going to start with caving. So, we don't need that. Well, actually, I should take this, shouldn't I? Just in case. Lots of torches. Let's grab some... Have we got any? No. We don't. Oh, we have a little bit of wheat. That's not enough. Well, now I guess I need that minecart, don't I? Color wool does not exist in this version of Alpha. There is no dye item, so there's no way to get it. It'd be cool. Alpha Advanced does add dye. Alpha Advanced adds a lot of cool stuff. It adds marble. It adds marble, and it adds aquamarine, like an ore. I don't really know what it does or remember. It also adds copper. I think copper is about just the same as iron is, though. Yellow Vistini. $10. Just finished watching one of your Pocket Edition videos. Also enjoyed the vintage story content. Thanks for the great content to watch. Cheers from the great state of Indiana, my neighbor state. Thank you very much. I'm glad you're kind of enjoying the trifecta, you know? Vintage story, Minecraft, Pocket Edition, Minecraft Alpha. Rare that everybody does all 3. I still need to try NSSS. NSSS. I'll write you down real quick. Thank you very much. This is pretty liminal. Alright, Yeah, thanks for your input there. I've never had to use this to farm wool before, not even one time. It's actually really inefficient. I should have just used variable drop heights or something to pull that off instead. I saw the trailer for Terraria 145 today. It looks like it adds NPC portraits. Oh no, we're going back over there. Yeah, it looks like it adds NPC portraits, right? I never thought we'd see the NPCs in different perspectives than they're shown, like with more detail. You know what I mean? Reminds me of Stardew Valley a little bit. Love the title. That's exactly what I'm doing right now. Don't do it for too long. All right, let's harvest some wheat. All right, so I've actually got quite a bit running around here. I'm going to leave some here. I'm going to take some to the other bases just because it's useful to have. I don't actually worry too much about farming. Not too much. Oh no! I walked for a split second. That's not good. I did get batteries for my mouse, by the way. So we're doing all good on that front, I think. I think we are. Time will tell. You know, I don't know, something I noticed about Vintage Story, a big difference between that and this. Vintage Story items take a long time to pick up, whereas like Minecraft, especially Alpha, you can get them pretty much infinitely. Not infinitely, immediately. Sorry. I guess that's the same in modern Minecraft though, isn't it? Regardless. It takes forever to pick up an item in Vintage Story. I wonder if that's on purpose or what. Your job's gonna fire you because you can't make it with the snow? They're gonna fire you because of the weather? Don't they know that we're in a cold wave right now? It sounds like you could take that to HR, man. Yeah, that sounds like a slam dunk for HR. Oh, hi, Lily. How's work tonight? Everyone say hi, Alice. Me and my brother playing Fortnite. I'll have to miss this. Maybe I can be back. Well, the VOD will be up when you're done. So if you want to keep playing Fortnite, that's all good. You can come watch it another time. Alright. Here we go. That's a lot of wheat. It's a pretty good haul. I don't need that seed. That'll be alright. Alright, I'm very thirsty tonight. The moderators have assembled. Yeah, exactly. You're short-staffed? Sorry to hear it. Happens too often in healthcare. How are we doing, Blonsky? Doing very well. This game looks promising. Can't wait to see if they add an Alpha 1.2. If I was in a time where, dang it. Oh, wow, he just jumped over me. We didn't slow down at all. That was awesome. Oh. I'm gonna leave a little bit of, oh, I've already got some wheat here. I could have just stopped here earlier. Whatever. If I was in a time where this version was new, I would probably be pretty hyped for, you know, Alpha 1.2, right? Seeing what they were going to add. I just wish that they stayed in the same direction. Like, they didn't expand their scope as much as they had. I wonder how different that would be, right? Mr. Walrus, 4.99. Yo, I've been watching the channel for a while. I have to ask, can you answer the age-old riddle? What is here? Let me ask you, chat. Where are we? Where are we right now? The internet. Where's the internet? Earth. Where's Earth? Solar system. Where's the solar system? The universe? Where's the universe? More deep thoughts with Mahjong Blonsky coming later. Alright, let's go find a nice cave. Everyone must like the video. You're very sweet. I still go by Monster. I start pretty much all my videos off with my name on them, you know? They all start with Monster. It surprises me that some people still don't know that it's the same channel, considering that my name is on all of it, but whatever. Monsters the Earth. Miss Milky Way local group Virgo supercluster. Yeah, there you go. Channel sucks. Old Minecraft rocks. Thanks, Wars. I guess I gotta write that down, don't I think, you know what's a good idea for a stream that I just thought of? I can't do it tonight because I'm just not prepared to do it. I still haven't written everybody down from yesterday. But imagine a stream where I build like a garden or an underground temple. Yeah. An underground temple in my world, and I put up everybody who's donated to me on there. I like sort them into different sections, I guess, based on how much. That would be cool. I don't have the temple ready to do that with, but that would be a great idea for a live stream. That's what I think. What do you guys think about that? Oh, hey. I've already been over that direction, I think. Do I stream often? I don't, so it's a bit of an occasion when I do stream. Okay, this is the new seed, I believe. Whoop. Sounds like a good idea, I think. Heck yeah. Every time someone donates during that stream, you have to add another gravestone. Yeah, I know like the spawn garden is kind of a trope, but I would rather, personally, do it in an underground temple, because I have ideas for it. I have cool ideas for it. Plus, I like to dig. Alright, what's where's the moon? What is here? Alright, it's going down. I have an idea I want to do. I want to try something out. I clicked right away when I saw this, to be honest. Awesome. Are you new to the channel? What computer do I have? It is a custom PC. It's a custom computer. I didn't build it. I'm not that talented. It was built by my uncle. He knew all that kind of stuff. He didn't build it for me. In 2020, he passed away from COVID complications, and he had a house full of projects and stuff like this, computers, and I just kind of like grabbed this one. It wasn't like totally finished yet. I didn't have a way to connect to the internet or like any wireless capability. All right, I'm running away. And so I took it, I got like a better keyboard equipment for it. I installed the internet thingy. And then I started making videos with it. And I still do. And it was top of the line when he was building it, but it's not anymore. It's like, I can peek over now that he's not chasing me. I can tell you. I know that I at least have a GTX 1080 for a GPU, but that's about it. That's all I know. It'd be that way. Would I ever change the version I play on? Skip the night, dude? That's a great idea. This is how you skip the night in Alpha. Where'd it go? I kind of want to wait for Dave for this. Yeah, it is a big one, man. A big snowstorm. Does ice boating work? No, ice boating doesn't work. I'll prove it to you, I guess, if you want to see it. It treats the ice just like anything else. Like any other block, it's just very slow. So, there you go. It's a sniffer block. Somebody made me a drill rap remix of like talking about the sniffer and how great it is, and sniffer block. It was Dune Parnitz who made it, and I would love nothing more than to play that on this stream, but that would very quickly get me demonetized. Not because it talks about sniffers, because it talks about a lot of things. All right, I haven't been this way much. The soundtrack is, I should have written it in the, I'm pretty sure I wrote it in the description, but it's Retrovex Ambient Windows 95 Forgotten. That's what it is. And it's a staple in all my alpha videos if you haven't watched them. Alright. We're going to do a trick here, and if we're lucky, we'll find something. Which wasn't the goal. I don't typically go out of my way to look for clay. Because it's so hard to find, I just don't even try. But I should do that more often. Because bricks are a really cool block. Anyway, this is how you get around. This is how you get around an alpha. Heck yeah, whoa. Careful there. Hey, look, there's iron. There's coal right there. Should I stop for that? I guess I probably should, right? I'm gonna need it all. Less than 199. Proud of how far you came. Been here since 5K-ish. I know, man, you've been there for a long time, but I appreciate you. That's so trippy. Yeah, it's cool, though. Do I like mathematics? I like being able to do simple math in my head. That's about it. I don't care for other forms of math. Alright. Oh, this is normal. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I know I've got you on here somewhere already. Thank you very much. True Viridian, thank you again. $10. X-raying in Alpha Minecraft, not clickbait, gone wild. Alright, buddy. Gone wild. I'm pretty sure X-raying is possible. I'm not opposed to doing it, just because it's not like it's not like X-raying and cheating makes the game that much more, like, convenient, I guess. It's hard enough to X-ray, right? That OG ARG with Herobrine scared me as a kid, man. There was this one Herobrine ARG that I found as a child. There's clay. That I legitimately believed to be real. When I was watching it, like it felt like so realistic. And it was the one by Along Came Josh. I actually rewatched it in more recent years, and it's like, why did I ever consider this? Why did this ever convince me? It's ridiculous. I've become very skeptical in recent years of everything. That wasn't very much. Alright, let's... Hey, look, is that some clay? There's a cave there. The X-ray trick I was talking about a moment ago, I believe that would be accomplished by going underneath tree leaves, probably with a boat, getting underneath there, or waiting for one to grow on top of you, but that's kind of ridiculous, and then turning off a fast graphics because it makes the leaves into solid blocks. And then it allows, if it's connected to other blocks, you can see through them. But I don't, like, it must be pretty rare, the case in which that would actually work. You actually play Mahjong, or am I a poser? I'm a poser. I've never played Mahjong in my life, I'm pretty sure. Are we live? Yes, we are live. Hello, Giovita. I wish I had tea with me. It's a little bit difficult to bring where I am. I have a lot of tea. I've got a lot. I've just collected it over the years so much. It's not enough. Yeah, exactly. X-ray wouldn't change much, so it's like it's one of those things I'm not opposed to doing. I did recently learn of a dupe method in alpha. It involves a save resetting, and I'm pretty sure that works for most versions of older Minecraft. But yeah, it involves save resetting. I'm not going to do it. It's cheating. I'm cheating. Do you play chess at all, Monster? I'm not very good at chess. It's because I didn't play it till like later in life, I guess. I never got the skills down or practice it or any of that stuff that you're supposed to do with that kind of game. So I'm not like the best at it. Embarrassingly so. Wow, this really goes deep. Opinions on monsters is a cultural concept. What are monsters? I don't know. You know, I was thinking something. Silver Age Minecraft, that's, I think, typically versions between the Microsoft acquisition and the full release of the game. So official release versions up to the Microsoft acquisition would be considered, I think, Silver Age Minecraft. I grew up playing those, like that's what I started on. I didn't start on Alpha. But I don't know if I could go back to that. Like, that's such a rough transition. It adds so much stuff I don't like. That would be hard to do. I was just thinking about it. They nerf clay output in later versions? No, you get 4 per block, like always. That's never changed. It's always been that way. But I think what has changed is how many bricks you get from crafting. Like how many brick blocks you get from crafting bricks together. I believe. Hold on. Easy does it. Easy does it. Yep. I hit him. Did a collision there. Easy does it. And thread the needle. Because there's clay right here. If I was looking at it from this angle, you'd never know. There's a lot of coal over there, though. The plan of the stream, I was going to go caving, but I got distracted by submarine diving and getting all this clay. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm going to go load that off. And then we're going to do some caving. Some old-fashioned alpha caving. It's some good stuff. Oop, missed one. I don't mind that we're also grabbing sand at the same time. Sand's a great resource. Alright, here we go. Let's see what else we can get. Why am I boating under the ice? Because it allows me to see clay very easily. Okay. What do you think the end fight would look like in Alpha? Huh. The fact that there's not an end at all makes it difficult to say. I think that the end dimension was only added as a rushed concept, right? Like it was originally meant to be more fleshed out like a sky dimension. We all know this. They added the end dimension because they kind of are running on a deadline. I've been over here. Yeah, look at that. I've been over here. That's a pillar. I just haven't used this method of travel before. Is that clay right there? Or is that stone? Anyway, imagine if they added their original idea for the sky dimension and what kind of boss that would look like. Maybe it would be a red dragon instead of an end dragon. Who knows? Wait, is Nether added in this version? Nether is added in the update directly after this one. That was kind of weird. That's kind of weird. Did you guys see that? Alpha 1.2, otherwise known as the Halloween update, added the Nether. It added, like, I don't know if it added biomes directly, but it did add, like a lower colored grass, darker grass. Look at this. Interesting. Heard a cave noise, which means we're near something. Get out of the way, boat. Oh. Scoot. Should probably reorganize my stuff a little bit. There we go. Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, this isn't the caving that I'm gonna do, but I do just want to check it out since I saw it. You thought it was gonna be a dungeon spawner? I don't think so. It was too small. Have I seen Minecraft beta recobbled? I did. I was surprised that that trailer got as many views as it did. It looks pretty interesting. I don't know if its features alone intrigue me like a ton. You guys remember this? I think this is the same cave entrance from my caving video, my last one. Or it looks similar. Can I please have mod? Mod, can I have mod? What are you gonna do with it? I think Minecraft should have started going on down when they lowered the saturation. The thing is that like what they were going for in Adventure Update, you know, 1.8 or 1.0, that look isn't bad. It's actually kind of unique at that point. But then it just kept getting worse as far as like this color scheme saturation goes. Anyway. Minecraft, yes, true. Fair point, fair point. Alright, look at this. We have an opportunity to collect a lot of sand at the same time, without much effort. Let's take that opportunity. This is gonna be pretty epic when I do it, okay? Watch this. I will pick up these torches, because torches are... like, I don't want to waste a million of them just for this. Oh, look. It goes into here. Really want to know why you don't play with the Nether? The Nether was peak. Have you played the Nether in Alpha? You know, it's not... it's a little different. It's... I don't have anything against the Nether as a concept. I do think it kind of made travel a little weird. You know, now... because the Nether is a better option for travel, everybody just puts their, you know, their highways in the Nether. They don't have any overland transportation. Not really. Nobody really does that anymore. It's just because it's not hard to make another transportation. You know? or railway or something like that, or an ice boat road in the Nether. Even in older Minecraft, it's that way. It doesn't become very difficult to do it once you have a tunnel going. So I think it's cool. But because of that reason, I don't... I wanted to see what it was like before the Nether. Because if you think about it, it's a pretty distinct stylistic break from the development up until that point. So that's kind of why I changed it. I'm so thirsty. I don't know what... Actually, I do know why I'm thirsty. Hold on. Alright, I'm gonna stand. There it goes. Ta-da! And look at that. Broke all the torches and cleaned them up for me. How convenient is that? Pretty nice. Really interesting mod pack called Raspberry Flavored. Yeah, I've heard of that as well. I watched Snowman64 play that. Heck yeah. Have I tried Rubio's teas? A little bit, not much. I've had some... I bought this creme brulee Rubio's tea one time. It's the first time I ever had a chance to try Rubio's. And it was so, like, weird to me, like, different from what I was used to, that I threw it away. I thought something was wrong with it. I was a pretty big novice at the time, but, I have a little bit of Rubio's too in there. It's just, like, mixed with other stuff. Usually. I'd have to get into it more. I'm not a Rubio's expert. But, you know, there's obviously a vast range of things you could do with it. Hightail Alpha? What does that even mean? Sheep celebrating the success? Absolutely. Alright, let's get out of here. Welcome to your new home, bud. Now, I think this is the island that in my caving video I went to, caved on. Oh, well, whatever. Got a lot of sand now. It's always good. I like having sand. Alright, this is gonna make hunting for clay a lot more difficult. Let's go to that island over there. Alright, we're already at 312 viewers. Nice. My least favorite tea? Smoked teas. I've never really been able to enjoy smoked teas. It's just not my thing. I understand it's a big thing over in the East. You know, China, they like smoking their teas. They smoke their oolong, they smoke their pu'er, they just smoke their black tea, they make lapsang souchong. Right? It's not my thing. It's just, if you've ever had it, it's just very different. You know what I like to do a video on? I never think about these kinds of things too often. But Minecraft. You guys ever heard of Minecraft? I think Minecraft was... Yeah, Minecraft was a game created in a Ludum Dare, or Ludum Dare, I don't know how you say it, competition by Notch. After Minecraft existed, of course. I think. Anyway, it was like a 48-hour coding competition. He made this top-down game that had like zombies and animals. I think it had animals. No, it didn't have animals. You got trees and you got ore, and then you leveled up your stuff, and then you killed an ice wizard at the end, and then that was the end of the game. And that's all he did with it. But I believe other people took that same game and made their own extensions and improvements to it. Yeah. Flavor profile is really nice in my opinion. I don't know which one you're responding to. Unfortunately, I read it too slowly. Alright, this is a weird way to travel. So I think if I don't find any clay... It's an overhang underwater. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of dark. Gonna kind of head back. Oh. Look at that mountain, huh? Let's head back, unload our goodies, and be done. Whoa. Whoa. Look at that. The smoked teas, I got the Sakura and whiskey one. I remember you talking about that. I wonder what that's like. I can't... Hold on. Focus. I have to focus. Go! Oh! Haha! Man! Oh no. Tight. That would have been bad. I like a cactus, a wild one. I was gonna say that mountain over there was really cool, and look, it's a spire. You don't really see that much. Like it looks like almost like a stalagmite. Stalagmite? That's cool, right? I think that's neat. That mountain range is cool. This terrain generation of these cliffs that end in like these large squares, and then they're supported by a little bit of dirt tessellating in that way. You guys can see this pattern, right? That kind of cliff generation is still very common, at least beta 173. But I find that pretty interesting. I find that interesting because it's so specific compared to other landforms you see. This would be a really cool place to build a base. You know, imagine if I had started here instead. How different my spawn area would look like. My spawn area, if you think about it, it's mostly flat, it's mostly watery. But here, how hilly, how cool would that be? Really would have affected things, I think. Alright, here we go. See you later, Dune Parnets. Dune Parnets. This is a cool overhang. Wow. On my first alpha world, I really properly attempted, which was an alpha ENV. I did find an above ground spawner, sort of. That was a cool find. Never did see anything like that again, though. Where are we going? This is all new terrain. Like, I haven't spent much time here. It could be... I don't know how new it is, I guess. But that is, you know, when trees do generate in alpha, they start to decompose quickly before they stabilize. And so you do find saplings pretty often. Some big hills. Kind of crazy how old Minecraft is getting now. Have I played Terraria? Yes, I played Terraria quite a lot. Played it a lot as a kid. I've never been great at sticking to it for a long time at a time, in a way. There's just a lot to it, you know. It scales up, I found, and then if you take a break from Terraria that lasts a little too long, you go back to your world, it's like impossible to figure it out. Especially, one of the things that makes it really hard for me to stick on Terraria is the amount of items, and the sheer amount of items, and having to organize it all. It's very difficult for me. I know a lot of people don't really care too much about that, but it does kind of bothers me a little bit. It's still a lot of fun. All right. There was call right here. What about older Terraria versions? I did know a guy who went back and played the first version of Terraria. Built a really cool base. Don't remember what version of Terraria I started on. I started playing it on my tablet. Not a tablet, like a Kindle Fire. When I was a kid. I don't know which version it was. That's the thing. I don't remember. It'd be awesome if you did an expert Terraria 1 once the new patch is out. I am not the guy for that. Terraria feels like a weird game to watch for me, you know, because it's so flat. It just seems... It's just different, right? It's not what I'm used to. It seems like it's kind of a weird game to watch someone else play, I guess. Love your content. The Pocket Edition with the Limited Worlds really brings me back. That's happening tomorrow. Fuck yeah. Why would someone play Alpha over the modern version? Should I get into it? Well, it's just a different experience. It's simpler. I like the older versions of Minecraft, of course. This is really taking it pretty far. The old development versions of the game are really quite different from each other. This looks a little more familiar. Yeah, right over there, just beyond my site, is the Eats Road. I bet you. So, like, if I wanted to go play Classic, for example, Classic has all different colors of wool than what we're used to today. I don't have any water to get down there with. It has, you know, creative mode, it has limited worlds, it has different textures. It's really cool. If I were to play in dev, it's kind of like Alpha, but you get themed worlds. You can have a hell world, a floating world. You can have the woodland world, which is really cool. Alpha is this, and InfDev is just less stuff than Alpha, but it has pretty awesome terrain. Better than Alpha, in my opinion. And then Beta just has more stuff and more, it's like a little bit more Minecrafty like you're used to. There is a Discord. I should have put it in the stream description, but it isn't. But there is a Discord. Oh my gosh, strange thing I didn't build. Strange structure I didn't build over there. Alright. Oh, there's this big woman. Oh yeah, the Discord link I think is on my channel page. Monster, mangoes, you don't want too many people in the Discord. The cat is out of the bag at this point, I think, you know. I wish the only thing going for InfDev was a world gen. It's pretty interesting, but the lack of caving. Is there not a lot of caving in that version? Hold on, I have to take care of something. Okay, all good. 20 sauce, dead skin mask reference. It's kind of a joke at their expense more than a reference, but yeah. It's they both made a video about the last beta player. If you didn't know, Trony Sauce made it. Dead skin mask voiced characters in it. That was interesting. Heck yeah, bear. Everybody, make sure that you like the stream so it gets pushed out there. I think Alpha Minecraft is just generally a less popular topic than Vintage Story, unfortunately, because it's really cool, and it is kind of my first love, you know. But oh well, can't please everybody. I do want to get more into Vintage Story though as well. I want to do more justice to that. Lots of plans. Well, look at that. That was a great mining trip, everybody. Have a good night. My mouth is very dry, and I know exactly why it's so dry. I swallowed a fly. It's because for dinner, I tried an Italian recipe I had gotten when I was in Florida. I went to a pretty nice Italian restaurant in Florida called, I don't remember. I got a puttanesca. I got puttanesca. And it's got olives, capers, and anchovies and tomatoes in the sauce. It's like a lighter sauce. And it was really good. I wanted to try making it myself. I also had a Moretti with it, which is pretty nice. Now, a cerveza, I want to say that a cerveza does not quite stack up, or a cerveza, to a Moretti. That might be the case. Unfortunately, if true. Any case, I made it for the first time tonight. I had my cerveza with a bowl of it. It was pretty good. I've never cooked with anchovies before, but it was good. And then I had a lot left over. So I decided, while the stream is in an hour, I should just eat it. And I ate all of it. It was very filling. It was incredibly filling, and then it didn't taste so good after I ate so much of it. Could this be a really deep cave? I like to think I know how to find deep caves, but I'm not sure about this one. I ate anchovies, it's true. Puttanesca. Spaghettini alla puttanesca. It's actually just spaghetti alla puttanesca. I found 2 monoliths on this world. The reason you see those harsh boundaries, the chunk boundaries, is because I updated my seed. I changed my seed to a world that had monoliths nearby so I can have some. The first monolith I found, which was huge, by the way, was so large, I haven't even explored the whole thing and loaded all the chunks yet, because it's just so big. It would be tactful for me to have a water bucket, but I don't have one. I don't know why I didn't consider that. Let's hope we find a dungeon with a water bucket. What do you think about InfDev? I've never played InfDev. I always kind of thought that InfDev wasn't like as good as Alpha because it had less stuff. It looked similarly, and it didn't have leaf decay. Alpha does have leaf decay to an extent, at least. But InfDev has, you know, really cool terrain generation that Alpha doesn't have. I would say it's even superior. Maybe it's the cool cliffs and the big trees. I've never gotten a great look at it. Someone, I think, did make like a mod based on InfDev. I believe this was for Beta 173. It makes Beta 173 look exactly like InfDev, but with just more stuff. It's awesome. It's on Modification Station, if I remember correctly. Not too promising so far. Yeah, I didn't have a great feeling about this. #1 anchovies eater over here. It was very satisfying until I ate too much. You know, never eat too much food. I had my Cerveza del Lago with it. Do I exercise? I used to. I should get back into it. Now, if you've noticed, the ambient track that I had Here, let's do this real quick. Just stopped. It reached the end. It was about an hour long. There's other ambient tracks I can put on. I have Ascended by Retrovex, which is like happier. I have Forgotten Blocks, which he made for me. Sampling note blocks for an ambient loop. And I have other music, of course. I could turn on the in-game music, although it's very sparingly. I could just pull up C418 Volume Alpha, C418 Alpha Beta. I have that downloaded as well. Somehow. I have just showed up on my computer. I don't know where it came from. I have C418 album Dive. It's another album he's got. Excursions and 1. Alright, I see 2 for Forgotten Blocks. You should make your own ambient music. I'm afraid... Okay, Sedna's music was great, but I'm afraid if I play any hurdy-gurdy music, I'll get copyright struck. Volume Alpha is amazing. It is. It's really good. I like Volume Beta 2 a lot. I don't have a preference over the two of them. They're both great. Get me out of here, man. I just saw 2 for Forgotten Blocks, 1 for C418. Forgot another 1 for Forgotten Blocks. Whoa. Hey. Hold on. I just want to check. See if we got everything down here, because I don't think we did. No, we didn't. This looks like it actually leads back around to where I just fell. Alright. Sounds like Forgotten Blocks is the winner. It's actually, I think, rather short. Everybody say bear. Alright, Forgotten Blocks. Where is it? I know I've got it somewhere. There we go. Ooh, gold. Nice. Everybody says bear. Favorite hot sauce? Either sriracha or Cholula. Depends on the occasion. Another cave. What are the chances? This is a pretty large cave system, actually. Alright. There's a lot of directions we can go here. Whoop! There's 4 skeletons over there. Dang, murked. Well, I'm not gonna go that direction. I don't know Bonobo's music, sorry. Yeah, look, this is where I fell. Right here. See? Hello. Why do I hate ponds so much? It's funny because I didn't bring it up at all, but it is true. I do hate ponds. They don't spawn in alpha. They don't. It's wonderful. I believe the ponds were added in Alpha 1.2.5, though. Or 1.2.6. I don't remember exactly when they were added. But they do suck, because they don't look good. They break up the terrain in a weird way. They're more like a cenote or a canote than a real pond that looks nice. And yes, the whole world is snow. I'm gonna get lost in here. We've eventually got to hit a wall of some kind because we were pretty close to the chunk borders. The music was inspired by my use of his other music. This is made by Retrovex Ambient, who made the original track that I use. Let's make 4 breads. Hey, I've been a big fan of your videos. I've never got to catch a live stream before. Welcome. Thanks for showing up. I don't do these too often, but it's always fun to do them, especially when you're doing 3 in a row. Have I ever played pre-classic? A little bit. I streamed it one time on my main channel. I have a pre-classic stream there. I had a world on there. I recorded it. I uploaded a video on it on my main channel. I edited it with Windows Movie Maker, which I had to re-download. that was fun. I made it look like it was from 2011. I thought it was kind of like clever. Gory Oregon does that quite a bit. What's his face? What's his name? The guy who does all those ARG videos. The Retro Gaming Now, he commented on it and says, I love your world. But I know it's because he was just like sharking for the next content to make a video about, and he thought that looked like ARG-ish, but it was not. Hey, here's a thought. Here's a thought. If Retro Gaming Now needs an idea for an ARG video, he should look at this really cool video called The Last Beta Player. It's pretty nice. It's pretty spooky, I've heard. It's pretty liminal, even. Alright. Would I rather be 2 feet tall or 20 feet tall? Probably... That's a hard question, because 2 feet tall sounds like horrible. But 20 feet tall means that you just can't live a real life. You can't live a practical life with everyone else, you know? You just can't live in society anymore. Maybe being 20 feet tall would still be better than being 2 feet, though. Because people might like you. Or give you more respect for that. Liminal. The monster he was complimenting. Sure. I don't really care. We haven't found a dungeon yet, but I almost wonder if those 4 skeletons we saw earlier were gang members. And also from a dungeon. It'd be cool if there was a more eerie version of this Forgotten Blocks Ambient. There's this one song by C4Ornate that I found... I refound it more recently that I really love. And... I don't have it downloaded or anything. I don't think I do. But it's just a great song. I really love it. And I kind of would want to play it after this. I have to search it up. It might take me a second. But I think that y'all should listen to it. It's really good. How's the snow climate situation going around in the north? If you're on the west side of Michigan, you're experiencing really horrible winter conditions. Or if you're in the upper peninsula of Michigan, you're also experiencing those conditions. I'm not really in either. So it's okay. That being said, it's still extremely cold. My thermometer says it's -7 outside, but I don't know how accurate that thing is. I'm sure it's colder. Let me check my phone, actually. What's it say? Not bad. Phone says Am I in Celsius or am I in Fahrenheit? I'm in Fahrenheit. It says -1. Play that calm song Notch made. What's the feels like, though? I never get to look at that. Okay, whatever. Intro by C418 is pretty good, yeah. If anyone hasn't watched Minecraft: The Story of Mojang, I recommend you do. Because it has a custom album by C418 in it. The T situation, haven't got any with me. If I got to the point, let's say I have 1 million subscribers, okay? I get regularly pull 2,000 viewers in a stream, although I feel like 353 is still very high. I'm punching pretty high for what I do. It would be cool if in the middle of the stream, or like just randomly, I could switch my cameras over to like a special desk that I have set aside for making tea, and I could just make it and talk to you guys like in real life. I think that would be very cool. I also wish I could just pick music without having to leave the game and put you on the bear, because I would love to play Excuse. I would love to play all these songs. Maybe I'll do Excuse and I'll do that song that I was talking about that I really liked. If I can find it again, I don't remember the name. Grow your own tea and sell it. I'd like to grow my own tea. I don't know if I'd sell it though. Oh. Wait a minute. Oh, I thought that went back over to the right. Oh. Oh man. Let's not fall over there. I love sweet iced tea. I actually really do, but it's just a great way to deliver as much sugar to your system as possible, so I do avoid it. What I think about Trony Sauce's video in the last beta player, it was actually really good. Like, he actually did a great job. I think he has the best take on it out of everybody. I mean, obviously that film had a meaning. Like, it's not one I really wanted to divulge. But, he did a really great job on figuring it out, so commended. I take full credit for T-Cam, do you? Been watching Outdoor Boys a lot. They're great content. I just climbed on that zombie. Insert another coin. Used to chug sweet tea and lost 60 pounds after switching to water. That's insane. Yeah, I would love to do the T-Cam someday. That's definitely like a later, after this channel gets more popular kind of thing. Have I found Herobrine yet? Check some of my other videos, maybe you'll see it. I need an orange cat. I'm not a cat guy. I'm horribly allergic. I've always just had terrible allergies my whole life to everything. But since I've been drinking a lot of local honey in my tea, I have better seasonal allergies. But they don't make honey from animal dander. And even if they did, I don't know if I'd want to try it. Here, move over here. There you go. The reason I'm so thirsty is because I had that puttanesca, that olive caper anchovy pasta. It's an incredibly high salt content, and I guess I didn't realize it. It's just totally parched me. That's crazy. My water bottle is getting empty. I wonder if I should just crack open another beer. Tea of the day. Cerveza del Lago. There you go. What did I major in college? I majored in film production. Ooh, there's a light source over there. Have we been that way? My personality is very cat guy. I love big dogs. I have a Newfoundland, and she's actually kind of small for her breed. But I love her. I love big dogs. You give them a big old hug, like you'd give a person a hug. You know? So if I had my own place one day, I had my T-cam, I would have, I'd have a big Newfie just sitting there, ready to enjoy the tea with me. I don't think I've ever mentioned it. I have given my dog Daisy some tea before. I just letting her drink it out of a mug. After I'm done drinking it, I don't go back to drinking it afterwards because then it wouldn't taste very good. But sometimes I let her drink some after me if I don't want the rest of it or if I want her to try it. Many people lose their cat allergy with age. Maybe. I have 2 cats, so but they're outdoor cats. They stay in the barn. They like me a lot, I think, but I don't spend a lot of time with them. Come on, jump. Jump, jump, jump. Tried to click them, guys. I don't know what happened there. Chamomile? I feel like I'm allergic to chamomile. I didn't mean to talk about so many things I'm allergic to. Every time I've had chamomile, I've tried to have it. It makes my throat feel like it's full of hair. Or something like that. It's maybe it's just psychological. Cerveza del Lago, what's it actually like? It's like really malty. It's got all the big, I'm not really great at describing alcohol. It's really malty. It's, yeah, I don't know. It's a Mexican lager. It's kind of like Corona, right? I mean, Corona is also Cerveza. And there we reached the light source, which was just another torch. Lemon tea can cure any sickness. Lemon ginger tea is top tier. Absolutely. That's what got me into teas, because I did used to just drink that when I was sick. And then I just kept drinking it because I liked it so much. A barn. It's more of a pole barn. Yeah, like a workshop. Doesn't have animals in it except for the 2 cats. I'm also allergic to modern Minecraft, you could say. It's too bloated and not scary. Yeah. I really should try more continuation mods. I should give them their fair shake. I don't know how to do it in a way that's interesting, I guess. I like to try so many... Because Minecraft is a game that rewards playing for a long time. And if I just start a million worlds and different mods, you know, I don't know how to make that interesting and rewarding for people to watch, I guess. You know what I mean? Oh my goodness. I hear a mob grinder. You're a naturally occurring mob grinder. Look at this. That's where they all go in. Wow. Hope I don't get jumped down here. I'll leave them alone. We got redstone. I'm not going to bother mining any redstone. If I need redstone, I can get it from my strip mine. Oh, hello. Hello. Saw you. Or did he figure out a way around? I've never tried Secret Saturday. I really should. BTA adds too much for you. I never have thought that BTA suffers from too much content. I really don't. It's just hard for me to start any modded version of Minecraft. It always kind of has been. But BTA, I've actually gotten further on BTA than I've gotten on any other mod. Like, I built pool houses and, like, lighthouses and cabins and portal networks. I've gone, like, decently far on it, but I haven't played it a lot, I suppose. Secret Monday. There's also a Secret Sunday mod, is there not? That's weird. What was that? I'm glad we hit 400 viewers. Pretty cool. Beta 119. What are you on, bro? Wait. Huh. That was pretty strange, yeah. A lot of people don't like BTA. I guess it's because it's just got a lot of stuff, but it doesn't have nearly the stuff modern Minecraft has, so I don't have an issue with it. Yeah, maybe that would be interesting. Playing Vintage Craft and comparing it to Vintage Story. Imagine that. Might make an interesting video. Comparing Vintage Craft to Vintage Story, or the mod that started it all, right? Like, a little dramatic, but it could be cool. BTA, from what I understand, runs a lot better than Beta does. Come on. Whew. Sometimes you can't click fast enough. Did I inadvertently free all those mobs down there? Oh, that's too many close calls for my liking. Alright, that was the end of Forgotten Blocks. Oh, I did see. I once made this playlist. It's on my main channel of C418 songs. It's called Everywhere at the End of C418. And it's C418 songs that progressively get kind of creepier and abstract. He's actually got, I think it's about 5 songs in there, 4 or 5. Goes pretty well, in my opinion. I could put that one on. Alright. Let's get to a point where I can Get some new music going, huh? Come in, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, hello. Quite easy, yes. Yes. Have I ever played Minecraft? I have. I have. Yeah, I beat it. Oh no! Oh! Well, now's a good time to pick some music. And I'm out of water. Oh, brother. Let's put something else on here, huh? Such a thought-provoking creature. All right. This one just for fun. All right. Well, I've got to find that place. We got some walking to do. Actually, why don't we use the Eats Road, the diagonal one that's for quick travel, just in case of this situation. Unfortunately, it doesn't take me too far, but it will help. This will speak for itself, I think. Rip. Thanks, E-Marts. Appreciate you. Appreciate your condolences. Best way to travel. When are we gonna set up to her? This setup sucks. Maybe I'll take a photo of it and show it in the Discord. If you join the Discord, you can see it. How about that? Click, click, click. Huh, kinda need a bucket. Guess we're walking. It's in positive coordinates direction because it takes me to the center of the world, right? That's the center of the world. All my bases are kind of equidistant from that point where we just were. And where I respawn, obviously, is spawn point. That's why it takes me there. Yeah, it's a secret. I do have a video on it. Oh no. I could just give up on that stuff and just like get it another time. It'll stay it should stay, you know, unloaded forever. I've had Minecraft Dungeons just rotting on my account for years. Should I finally download and play it? I have Minecraft Dungeons attached to my Microsoft account. I've also got it attached, not attached. I have the deluxe edition for the Nintendo Switch, which runs it way better than my MacBook did, which is what I used to play it on. It's actually pretty fun to play, I guess. I said one time it has no good characters. It's because it has no characters. I mean, it has the arch-illager as the villain, right? That's about it, though. It's not like the Minecraft. Here's the thing: the story behind Minecraft, like what they're doing with it, it could be interesting. It's not. It's the most sanitized, mass applicable thing possible. Illagers versus pillagers. Uh, Illagers run around, pillagers run around. Whoa, so cute, so comfy, so lovable, so cozy, comfy, curdly, whatever. Like, there's nothing compelling about the actual story that they've put into the game because they have put a story into the game and they put it in all their updates, trailers, and all their crap, you know. But there's just nothing good about it. Their spin-offs, just nothing interesting. Like their story for the world of Minecraft is so incredibly lame, mostly because it was written by the people who didn't make the game, right? They didn't make it. That's why nobody plays Minecraft Legends, because it sucks. If anyone's actually played Minecraft Legends, I'd be curious to know if anyone has actually played it. Minecraft story mode, even though the story wasn't good, that was a great example. It was a great, I mean, story had characters. It was cool. I guess I just don't have a bucket. I don't want to waste iron on a bucket. The story of Minecraft is your story. I mean, you're not wrong. I'm just saying that they've tried to add a story to it, right? And it sucks. Anyway, imagine if Minecraft story mode came out in 2026, 2025. It would be terrible. So I guess it's good that it came out the time that it did. Thoughts on Frutiger Arrow? I don't like really know what Frutiger Arrow is, to be honest. Like all I know about Frutiger Arrow is that it's um like those kind of transparent borders around your tabs on Windows like 7 or something. That's all I know about that. So don't ask me. I don't know what the heck Frutiger Arrow music is. I played half of it. It's bad. All right, that's one person. Blonsky, real talk. Where do you think Minecraft turned for the worst? The Microsoft acquisition. I mean, I get why Notch sold it. After reading his biography and like, reading all these interviews with him, I get why the guy did it. Was this the cave? Yeah, this was the one. There's a story mode fan animation that seems promising. It hasn't released yet. Yeah, I've seen that as well. Looking forward to that whenever it decides to come out. Windows XP visual design, yeah. All right, time to play. Where did I die? Oh, not maybe over here. Where did I explode everywhere? Interesting. Interesting. Okay, fine. The Fallen Kingdom songs had a more compelling story than anything official Minecraft. That's very true. That's not me nostalgia baiting. Like, there was world building in that. There's like a series of songs with that whole thing. There was world building. Even that is just more compelling and more interesting than what we currently have. Minecraft did not deserve the fate that it got. That's a little bit of a depressing pill, I think, but it's true. Um, oh, brother. This cave stinks. Finally, yes. Oh! Why was not getting backlash before he sold Minecraft? He was getting backlash because he got backlash immediately after selling Minecraft or selling Minecraft. And then he got really rich and depressed and tweeted about it, and people were like, just buy therapy, bro. Like, here's the thing with Notch. This guy has an incredibly tragic life story. Like, it's just like he grew up in a broken home. Like his family was incredibly poor. They were food insecure. His dad abused drugs. His sister abused drugs and ran away. You know, he didn't like have friends after a while. He just like stayed inside and programmed all the time. And tried to spend time with his father, even though he didn't really get to. Um, his father struggled with drugs pretty much his whole life. And when he was releasing Minecraft for the first time, like I think he flew his dad out to the Minecon at Las Vegas, right? And celebrated the launch of Minecraft 1.0. And it was either 1 month or 10 days. I think it was 1 month later. His father committed suicide via handgun. I don't think I'm supposed to say that. I'm supposed to say sewer slide, right? Anyway, imagine after what is supposed to be the peak of your career, like the greatest achievement. You know, this game, I'm proud of cheering fans who love the thing that you've made. Then even after all that, all this guy like really wanted was to have a stable relationship with his father, especially if you read his biography, and then he kills himself right after that. So it's pretty tragic, you know. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. But he's also very likely like bipolar. Also, his wife divorced him uh, several months after that. Or I think he divorced his wife just because like he got all this money. He never had money as a kid, and he didn't know how to use it to the point where he just started like pleasure seeking like crazy. He did get a cocaine addiction. I know this about Notch. He did recover from this cocaine addiction, but he did get that. He was flying everywhere, and I think that his wife at the time was not like this materialist like person like that wanted to live this extravagant lifestyle. It wasn't for her, and it wasn't working. And then he divorced her, I guess, because maybe he thought he grew beyond it. But I don't think he did it because he thought he could do better than her. I think he did it because they had lifestyle differences. Anyway. And then, you know, he gets in his mansion, he hosted big parties. He had Skrillex there. He had Marshmallow there, or whatever the heck his name is. Not Marshmallow. Deadmau. Mouse. Whatever. And, ooh, diamonds. He says, I've been surrounded by more, like, all these people and celebrities and never felt more alone in my life. That's a tweet that he made. Everyone at Mojang hated him already. What? No! Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? Oh, God. Yeah, that was the worst thing ever. Ah. How could this be? Sakurai Blue. Alright, well, there's no more of that. When I used to get my first diamonds in other worlds, I would always mine all the way around them to make sure that, like, they wouldn't fall in lava or something. I stopped doing that along the way because I just mined so many diamonds. That was terrible. Ah. Great. Is that more diamonds? I can't tell. I think it is. Yay! I'm like Job. I can't have my old diamonds, but I can have new ones. OMG Mahjong Blonsky. Hi. Hello, Cocoa Beans. We're about to hit 500 viewers. I'm surprised. I didn't think we'd get so many people on this watching this game tonight. Hi, everybody. Did you not see Not So Secret Saturday got updated? I did not see it because I don't play it. I would like to play it one day. I've passed out on watching a finished story. How many did we get? 5? Nice. What would I have done with those diamonds anyway? Decoration. Just like, yeah, decoration, pretty much. It's 1:40 a.m. right now. You're 2 hours ahead of me. Does that mean you live in Greenland? Oh, you're probably Brazilian, right? I play Dungeons. Story-wise, it sucks. True. Wish it could have brought some construction elements to it. Maybe. But then at that point, just play Minecraft, I guess. I really like the gameplay. Aesthetically, it looks great, and I wish some content was brought to Minecraft. I agree. There was this one guy who was showing me this really cool end mod pack he had recently that was added some stuff from Dungeons, sort of, like in the spirit of Dungeons. Like I heard a skeleton fall in here. Alright. I did remember, yep. I sleep to the videos too. I appreciate that it keeps its volume steady and it doesn't randomly yell. You must have not been here 2 minutes ago. Well, I read your chat. It's scary how many Minecraft YouTubers become awful people. I hope, Mahjong, you are a good person. I like to think I'm a good person, but I've made bad choices in my life here and there. I think everybody has, but I try to learn from them, of course. There came a point in my life where I really started trying to evaluate how I could be better, like a better person, rather than just kind of like how could I have more fun. I think when you're a kid, you're just kind of concerned with fun and like not fully, right? Like you want to make your friends happy. Maybe you want to give a good gift to your friends at their birthday party. You want to like be nice to others, but like you're more concerned with fun and hanging out, not doing your homework, and not eating your vegetables. And when you get older, maybe you kind of a lot of people still kind of stay that way when they're older. I stayed that way for a while, and then I kind of had this realization when I was like 20 or 21 that the real world is coming, and if I continue on the track where I'm just kind of avoiding pain, seeking pleasure, I'm not going to get anywhere in my life, right? And I only have the one life, and I'm not going to actually achieve anything great or cool if I just kind of keep on that trajectory. So that's when I started trying to really like change my life and change my ways and be like more patient and be more kind. And just having patience and having understanding for people is just incredibly important. Like you don't even have to agree with them; just understand them. Like actually, instead of coming up with a headcanon about them because it makes you feel good, right? Anyway, we still don't have music. I know that we've not got music, but I want to do that C418 song. As someone who grew up super shy, I've spent my life learning how to just communicate with people. I get that. Yeah, never was great at it. Horrible, horrible at socialization in high school. I was terrible at it, and we had a really small school, so I was very bad. But now I think I'm a lot better. Sometimes it's about learning the codes. How to come across a certain way, like how to like when you're actually happy, how to show that happiness when you're actually grateful for someone or something they've done for you, how to show that properly. That's something I always had a problem with. I kind of wonder if it's because I watched so many like movies and shows growing up, and you watch these people who are actors. This is weird because a lot of people are just going to label that autism, right? I don't believe I'm autistic at all. But watching a lot of like movies and shows is where I believe I got that problem from, like not socializing properly, because you're getting your understanding of like how the world is by watching people interact with the world through a screen, like watching television, watching shows like that. I didn't need to make a crafting table for this. Like you watch a sitcom or you watch something and they have interactions and they do things and you think like, oh, this is real life, and so that kind of influenced me for the negative, in my opinion. That's also why, in my opinion, actors, uh, really great actors, they have wonderful performances in films. But at the end of the day, that performance is always an exaggerated lens of reality. Nothing makes this more obvious when you ever see an actor try to act in real life. So think about Amber Heard at her trial. Think about Amber Heard at her trial. She was pulling all those acting skills she had, trying to be convincing. But you actually watch it. My mother was watching it, so I watched it with her. It was like, does she think this is what real people act like? Does she think this is real? This isn't real. She's acting like she's in a film. And or like Aaron Paul when he made that video when he apologized for being white or something. That one, it was like, I don't think, like he's saying, I take responsibility. And like I just couldn't take him seriously because I don't think he was taking it very seriously. Anyway. But I think that because I had a lot of, like, watch a lot of these actors, right, that kind of influenced me, and then I had to unlearn it. That's what I think it led to. You watch things on TV, and then when the things don't happen like a TV show, it throws you off, so you suck at actually talking to people. Yeah. Yeah. And I think, like, Generation Alpha, as they're coming up, they're gonna experience this. Because if you think that a lot of people in our age group, yourself maybe, is socialized through television, media, cartoons, whatever, that's their only form of socialization. They're even more so. Yeah, during 2020, it was crazy. Yeah, that was funny. Here's my hot take. I don't really care about actors' opinions on things. Especially when half of them are in cults. COVID destroyed Genova. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Alright. How's bird watching going? Any new birds? The most recent bird I heard was probably cardinal. I just hear cardinals constantly. But, what was it? There was a northern flicker? I didn't see it, but I heard it. They sound really cool. That should not be a hot take, lol. I think that generally people would agree with that sentiment, but occasionally you see an actor you think says something based, and then you're like, wow, this guy's so based. Really what that means when you see an actor agreeing with something that you'd agree with, you should start reevaluating your entire life. Maybe. No, that's kind of a joke, but like, whatever. Half of them are in cults. I should have said 3/4 of them are in cults. That's probably closer to the real number. How did I get down here? Do I use the Merlin Bird ID app? I do. Yeah, very helpful. Thoughts on Parmesan? Wait, don't tell you. I want to tell you. I have a giant block of aged Parmesan that I just scrape off of. Not like a wheel, because I'm not rich, but I thought it was a decent investment, like to get quality Parmesan. I put it on my puttanesca I made tonight. It was very good. Parmesan is just top tier, like, flavor. It's just a great flavor, especially when you get real stuff. You know, like you get a block. So cool. YouTubers are definitely actors. Depends, right? Do you think you're an actor in the same league as, like, Johnny Depp when you know, record yourself for 30 minutes and then upload it with no editing? Like, right? I don't think those people are actors. I think that these two things are created quite differently and in completely different leagues. One person is like nearly a billionaire, the other is just like a kid. So quite different leagues. Now there are people who are actors on YouTube, like Jack's Films, I guess, is an example. I like Jack's Films. I grew up watching Jack's Films, to be honest. Mark Ass Brown Lee, that guy. Don't want it. I don't want this either, actually. I don't want that either. Minecraft Alpha or Vintage Story. If I could only pick one. Huh. I definitely spend more time playing Alpha, but I think I would pick Vintage Story if I was forced to pick. I mean, it does have more content at the end of the day, so that was weird. I could do more things, but it also, I love it. There's a lot more to do, obviously. It's a little bit more immersive. There's a cool story. There's Sedna with her awesome hurdy-gurdy. Ooh, yeah, I know, sorry. It's also probably because I haven't done everything in Vintage Story yet, and there's a lot more creative potential in it. Now, if you were to ask me, like, would you pick, if you had to play one version of Minecraft for the rest of your life, would you do Alpha or Modern Minecraft? I don't know, because, like, I like that I can pick what version of Minecraft I want to play at any given moment. So I choose to play Alpha. Sometimes I choose to play Pocket Edition. Maybe I want to do BT or Beta 173. If I'm forced to pick one forever and always stick to it, then it becomes a question of, all right, how can I get the most out of this crappy deal you're giving me? So Modern Art obviously has more stuff. Vintage Story obviously has more stuff than Alpha. That's why I picked that. Not necessarily because I think they're better. It's because I'm trying to make the most out of the deal. Does that make sense? Hmm. Uh, Yeah, you do put on an act for YouTube. I think a lot of people do. Not everybody does. I don't think I do, but and I guess I could in, like, some sense. I don't think I'm really a different person off camera. That's the thing. Like, I don't really think I'm much different. I think if you ask my girlfriend, she would agree. Finished Story's not a crappy deal. I don't. The deal is crappy. The deal that I'm being forced to pick a game and never allowed to play another one again, except for the one that I pick. That's what's crappy. I like everything. I don't like Modern Minecraft, but it's a crappy deal, so I'm being forced to pick how can I get the most content out of this deal as possible. So that's why picking Vintage Story over Alpha, or even Modern Minecraft over Alpha. That's why. Like, you and Dialco are more genuine? Yeah, probably. Although I spent a lot of time with Dialco. Actually, I was playing a server with him earlier today. But I don't know him that well. He doesn't, like, reveal a lot about himself. You know, I feel like I talk about myself all the time. Maybe that's because I'm a narcissist secretly. And he's just incredibly selfless. all of Minecraft or Vintage Story, then it becomes difficult, right? I don't know what I would pick. I've spent 14, 13 years playing Minecraft. So I wonder if, I've already had 14 years of this, I guess I could do Vintage Story. That's a really hard question. Because I would probably miss Minecraft a lot, you know? Cave has a lot of branches to it. I would assume you are allowed to mod. Vintage Story still gets great updates. Minecraft does not. That's just a hard question. I could see myself picking either. Alright. Yeah, these videos kind of started as almost like a vlog. Like, I always just wanted to talk to the camera. In a way, just like... Or I just wanted to have chill, like, oh, today I had breakfast. Or just, you know, that kind of thing. That's why I started the channel. It's just so I could have, like, the chill conversations. And, like, not have limits on what I get to talk about or something. Whenever I streamed, I could talk about other things out of sight of Minecraft more. Whenever I played on a server with others, I could do that. But in my videos that I made for my channel, I could not. They were always oriented towards a single subject most of the time, or they were a playthrough of some sort. And when I started this channel, like the very first video I have in this channel is me just like, I think talking about, oh yeah, some editor reached out to me and asked if I wanted to hire him. That was the first video I ever made on this channel. And it was a guy who, I made a one-shot video on my main channel explaining each road that I built. I tried to do the whole thing in one take, and I thought I did a decent job. And then this guy saw that, and he's like, "Hi, Monkster. I love your videos, but I noticed something about the editing. There's no editing. I would like to give you my services as an editor because I believe you could reach an even wider audiences." And it's like the typical kind of like brain rot demo reel thing that you see these days. Like, what's it? Continuous Bezier, fade, spin, Mr. Beast text, that kind of stuff. That's what it was. He made a brain rot edit of basically that one-shot video. And I was like, I was offended because I'm like, you think I don't do any editing? Like, are you kidding me? That was a one-shot video. I still had to put music over it, but like I have other videos that are very highly edited, so I was a little bit offended because this guy just showed up out of nowhere and like pretended to know me. Anyway. There's coal right there. Yeah, so anyway, that is the first thing I ever talked about. I'm sure I talked about other stuff. I don't remember what it was, though. That's the thing I remember. Do I have it? Unless he took it down, it was in a Google Drive. He also did a brain rot edit of the boy Ryan as well. He tried to get hired as an editor for Ryan. Ryan was more creative in the way he told him to screw off, I think. Whenever I've gotten somebody like that in the past, or like a scammer, or like somebody asking like if I want their services, I always direct them to Ryan because I just think it's funny. this my new main channel? I mean, I guess it is my main channel in the sense that I upload more to it, but I still call myself Monster, and I I see Monster as the main channel. It's the first one. I think I did post a link to that brain rot edit in my Discord somewhere, so you'd probably have to like go to my Discord, search in the Word of Monster channel, which is like my blog, kind of. It's my alternative to Twitter. And then you'd have to like search for links that I send in that channel, I guess. We're getting close to 600 viewers. I'm pretty happy about this. Yeah. So many people want to watch caving. Sniffer block best in the game. Mine could never be the same. Mojang cooked when they added this feature. What a thought-provoking creature. Alright. Alright, let's pick some music. What should it be? What should it be? We listen to Silent Hill. Man, I'm so thirsty. I'm not gonna bother with it though. I downloaded the entirety of Hytale Hytale's OST from Oscar Garvin because he released every single track he made, even the experimental and the genre blending tracks he made that probably aren't in the game at all. He released them when he heard Hytale was being canceled. He's like, "Oh well, I'll put it all out there," and I have it all. I got all of it. It's 8 GB of music. 8 GB of music. A lot. Yeah. That's a pretty big deal. All right, let's see if I can find the C418 song I like. Let's do this. I believe it's in the C418 72 Minutes of Fame. I believe it is. Let's see if I remember this. No, it's not, but it's got a lot of good songs. Let me think. Maybe it's 7 years of server data. That's a great one too. I think it's called Tonic. Yeah, it's called Tonic. Let's play that up. All right, here we go. This is probably going to be pretty loud, so let me turn it down. It's a great song. I kind of want to know what you guys think about it. I did get some new batteries after yesterday. Thankfully, I had to run to town to get it. Did you know, Monster, I play keyboard for a Latin rock band? Are you serious? Is that how you performed the Sniffer Block song that you just made for me? It's pretty fire. Rare YouTube W. Hour of silence broken up by Minecraft cave noises. I'm sure that's a thing. I have found Aphex Twin's music enjoyable. Can't play it for copyright reasons. Alright, I need to turn this off. Alright, Let's just listen to oops. What is it? I know I've got this somewhere. Where's volume alpha? There it is. All right, cool. What do I have that set to? All right, perfect. Oh wait, I didn't. There we go. Just in time. Hi, it's my birthday. Can I get a shout out? Everybody say happy birthday, Godbridge Master. Square Pusher mentioned. Such a thought-provoking creature. Alright, classic stuff. I booted up Modern Minecraft somewhat recently. There's more diamonds. Let's not have a repeat of last time with that. I did boot up a copy of Modern Minecraft recently. The reason being, I think I was just trying to get a good thumbnail or something like that. And either that or I was trying to join a server. I don't really remember. In any case, I was greeted upon pop-up, like upon boot-up, I should say, which is god-awful music. Whatever they stuck in that game these days, it's really bad. I really don't like it. And also the narrator, just immediately. I understand they have to do it. So it's pretty rough. Alright, this is a bit loud, so it's going down. It's a new classic in the Parnitz household. Heck yeah. Thank you, Godbridge Master. It still has the bear going for some reason. That's weird. Alright, we're going back to the bear with this one. I just gotta turn it down. Alright, that's better. You guys still see the bear? That's all it's showing for me. Is it being pretty laggy? Let me see, I guess I should check the stream on my end, on my phone, just to make sure that's not having buffering issues. Okay. Oh no. Could have been bad. But it wasn't. Oh no, this is that music you see in all those nostalgia edits. I'm gonna cringe. Alright. We got that. Doing pretty good, doing pretty good. You say the furnace is coal-powered? It was wood-powered, but close. No lava, please. No lava, please. Nice. Hey, champ, how's it hanging? Just fine, big guy. Living the dream. Alright. I mean, new music is great in its own way. I mean, I don't like it. Great in its own way is not a good compliment, in my opinion. I don't want the music to be great in its own way. I just want it to be great. You know? I don't care for it at all. I do like Lena Raine's Nether music. I know a lot of people didn't like Pigstep. I'm kind of indifferent to it. Like, I don't have a strong opinion on Pigstep. But her other Nether music was really great because it was an innovation on the game, something that hadn't really been done before. You know, the new updates. I thought they fit, so I'm fine with it. I never heard anything good from her again after that. I know people are like, what about Falling Amethyst or Swamp things or Fireflies or whatever the songs that she had after that? I don't really like them. Her Caves and Cliffs music in particular was pretty terrible. And I know this is incredibly critical of me to say, but I just don't like it at all. I've listened to it a lot because I played the Caves and Cliffs updates. I don't like it because it felt soulless. It felt like there just wasn't anything behind it. You know, like C418's music has melody usually. Like at least some kind of melody so you know that he's thinking about what's going into it. Like he's just making songs. Whereas what people make today is just like quicker, easier music that could be like just designed to evoke like a feeling. Like so it's usually just a lot of long drawn out notes and kind of random and not like very intelligently designed, in my opinion. Maybe Lena Raine was pressed for time on those Caves and Cliffs tracks, but I don't care for it. The Celeste track's great. I don't have complaints there. I didn't play it, but I've listened to the OST to some extent. It's very good. Anton Cheroff did good music as well. He did good music. You know, it's good. It's like, it's alright. Like, he had more of the spirit of C418. Like, he wasn't mimicking C418's style at all, but he had more of the spirit of it, I think. Any new Minecraft content just gets a shrug from me because they'll never actually introduce anything that affects the core gameplay. It's just fluff filler. That's true. Even if they did introduce something that would affect the core gameplay, I have a hard time having faith that it would be any good, right? Like, imagine they add, I don't know, dehydration. Everyone would just hate that, I think. I don't think that would be enjoyed at all. I don't know, there just needs to be a vision that it needs to be tied into. Also, we hit 600, which is very close to what we hit last night. I think we got up to, I think 680 was our highest last night. I wonder if we can do that tonight. That'd be really cool. And just for caving, can you believe it? There's a market for caving in alpha, even in 2026. Yeah, that song I just played was Death. It's called Death, C418. It's about murdering a chicken. By now, I'll catch a bit of the Pocket Edition live tomorrow. Can't wait. Terraria is still owned by the original devs. I mean, I don't think that they sold their game company to anyone. I just don't think you bring up the 1.9 combat update, right? And it's still controversial. I just don't think that Minecraft should be this hand-me-down project that's like passed from person to person, vision to vision, company to company, and they treat it as like, all right, what can I tack on to it to make people buy this? Like, what can I just put here? What can I add to it to make people buy this? That is not what it should be. It's never what it should have been. I do think it was inevitable because Notch can't be trusted with this large of a responsibility. Like, he just can't be. He's not good at that kind of thing. So, I don't really know what we would have had, but... Maybe Jeb would have made Minecraft take a wonderful direction if it never was sold. I don't know. I've discussed it being sold 1,000 times, right? Nothing I say is going to change anything. Yeah, it's definitely a corporate appeal game, sadly. Common denominator, like mass appeal, that kind of stuff. Ooh. I'm the scapegoat. Alright, let's grab that stuff. I don't think Jeb has a lot of willpower. I don't know if it's willpower or if it's like he doesn't have the ability or he gets voted down by the board all the time, you know what I mean? I don't really know who makes the decisions, who decides what gets into the game, who's in charge of that at the end of the day, and who brings the ideas that have the ability to be implemented to that person, right? Or is it a board decision? I don't really know how the decision-making happens at Mojang. But let me tell you, if I ever got to interview Jeb, which is probably that'll never ever happen, that's what I'd ask, because I'm actually really curious about knowing. That would really, like, I think that knowledge, I think everybody would be interested to know that. The details on it, I mean. This is Moog City. This is Moog City 1 or 2? I think it's Moog City 1. If you don't hear out a monster tomorrow, Mojang and Microsoft killed him. Yeah, they hired their hit squad. They sent creepers to my house. Zombies around me. All these zombies around me. Hide them, stack them, craft them. Womp. Vive la resistance. I wouldn't mind being the figurehead, the spearhead for the new Minecraft, or the old Minecraft movement. I thought foolishly for a little while that if I convinced enough people that old Minecraft really was a little bit better. This music's too loud. That maybe it would create enough of a murmur in the community that Mojang would read kind of that community feedback, like, oh, people don't like this, they don't like that, they want us to do this. And they would tailor their next updates around that, like, right? Because I always kind of thought they listen to the community, they listen to the community wants. You know, the people in the community aren't happy lately with how soulless we've been running the game. Clearly. Let's change things. I was hoping that I could be the guy to convince a lot of people for that. And that didn't happen. I really thought, I think it was Minecraft Live 2023 or 2024, I don't remember exactly. It was that update in particular that I was really hoping very hard that they were going to listen to the players, or at least they probably listened to the players under the age of 10. I don't know. That they're going to listen to the players and they were going to add something, you know, different, like finally take their game in some kind of direction, right? They did not do that. They announced they were adding another dungeon RPG stuff. The Trail Chamber, or whatever it is. See if Able Blue. Certainly convinced me. If I can convince Rye of this, then I can convince anybody. Not that I think that you were a hard sell, it's that I value your opinion on things. What do I think it needs? I think it needs one guy or girl or whatever to step up and say, I'm taking over from here. It's like the NFL. When your team is constantly losing or making crappy decisions, you get rid of the coach and hire a new coach, right? Whoever, I don't follow football, but I do know that whoever the new head coach for the Hoosiers is, the Indiana Hoosiers, who are always terrible, has suddenly taken them in a great direction. And it proves that the players had the talent, right? Like, they had the ability, they had the ability to make it work. They just needed a leader with a vision. That's what they needed. They needed vision. And they needed planning, and they needed someone who could take care of that stuff, they could follow. And they got that. And whoever the head coach is now, I don't know. Minecraft doesn't have that. It used to have that kind of with Notch, although he wasn't, like, he was bipolar, and obviously he handed off creative control of the game as soon as it started getting big to Jeb. Jeb could be that guy. He could be that guy. I mean, he clearly has talent. He was there from the beginning. We need a new Bills coach. Yeah, so compare Minecraft to Vintage Story, something I do constantly. Vintage Story has a great vision of what their game is going to be. Everything ties together. It's incredibly obvious when you play it. And Minecraft, it's incredibly obvious that they don't. Their vision is, how can we make more money next year? Things are usually more charming when run by a small, passionate group of people trying to make something cool and meaningful, not sell as many copies as humanly possible. That's definitely true. But the main reason that's true is because smaller groups tend to have more, like, the motivations that create good things. Or, how do I put this in a way that makes sense? Like, Mojang is a small team. What motivated them was a little different than what motivates the large team now, right? I think that it's still possible to have a large team and consistently deliver a great product, you know, without, without being small and indie. Okay, I think that's possible, but it just isn't often that way, right? That's just the perception of things. Your videos are awesome. Thank you very much. Fresh blood with power and direction. Mojang is full of fresh blood. I don't know if you noticed, but everybody who works there is like a young person. From what I could tell, like the Mojang, the making of Minecraft videos they have, whatever that series is. This is my favorite track in the album, by the way. Anyway, I don't even know what these people do most of the time. There's like a lot of young people from like all over the world, usually. What a thought-provoking creature. All I know is that when I first bought Minecraft, when I was a kid, all I was thinking is that, like, this is like crappy indie slot, but maybe if I buy the game now, one day they'll add the sniffer. That's all I was thinking, you know? Okay, so we need someone old and set in their ways. There you go. I don't really care about the age of the person. I just want them to be good, right? I don't care where they're from. I don't care who they are. They just need to be good. What do you think of them redoing the baby mobs? I don't think they really look that good, but it's... I don't think that the mob variants they added are very good at all, because it's like, instead of just overwriting the old designs with their new designs, like what they did with the 1.14 texture updates, they just created these weird half-breeds with the mob variants. And then they, of course, made the baby mobs, which is now entirely like a Jopified Minecraft mob. So now the old ones don't match anything anymore. They don't match their baby counterparts, and they don't really... They're like wearing weird foreign clothing with their variants. It's just strange. Like, they could have at least tried to keep some of the design principles there. Everybody talks about the eyes being a thing, right? They just had to make a slightly smaller pig face. They didn't have to make a chibi Joppa pig face, right? Mahjong Blonsky, you will be our CEO of Mojang? Yeah. I'm great at giving orders and directions. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll just tell them what should be in the game, and they'll just do it. Right. Isn't Carl still the CEO? Yeah, I can't code, so can't do nothing. One big boom. Thank you, Xenophon. Avoiding bedtime is against the T-way. I think we're doing something wrong, Mong. That's true. But it's a covert attempt to get you to fall asleep. So it's all good. But maybe it is good for you to go to bed as well. Hopefully the video helps. It helps a lot of people. Yo, never thought I'd catch your live stream. Never thought you'd show up here. I never did think about it. Thank you. Here's what they need to do. Make content a toggle. Does Minecraft need to be a game where every single feature is optional? Like, here's this massive customized menu. You can pick and choose what you actually want on it. I understand the utility of that, but it's kind of ridiculous and it doesn't seem very sustainable. Just imagine the endlessly growing list of, like, content toggles. I understand why we want it. It's because there's so much content that sucks. But it shouldn't have to be that way. That's what I think. I heard people talk about Jack Kerwood a lot. I haven't... oh, I forgot to say goodbye to Forrest. I haven't watched his videos, I don't think. I've heard good things about him. Too much choice in a game is a bad thing. Could be. Could be that way. Hire me for the music. I gotcha. Yeah. I would trust Rye with that, actually. Is it caving over now that we have a full inventory? My inventory is not full till I say it's full. Alright? If you don't like it, don't interact with it. Yeah, I don't care for that philosophy. What's the game that everybody loves, right? TF2. I don't play at TF2, so this is not going to be a great example. Here's a game everybody loves, TF2. Alright, imagine they add Paw Patrol to TF2. Right? There's the Paw Patrol class. You can just choose not to... This is a horrible example. You can just choose not to interact with it, right? Like, you can just avoid it. You don't have to play as Paw Patrol. You can join a lobby that doesn't have Paw Patrol in it, or whatever. I mean, everyone loves, like, the people who play it maybe don't have a lot of complaints about it, I guess, compared to, like, Minecraft. That's what I mean. It's a little loud. I just like the music, so. Anyway, telling people just not to interact with it, like, that's ridiculous. They shouldn't have added that in the first place, right? Let's say that people behind TF2 added Paw Patrol because they wanted little kids to play it. Right? Like, I get it, they want money, but that's stupid. That's stupid. Anyway. You can just sleep to avoid Phantom's chat. Here, I have a great idea. I have a great idea for a Minecraft mob. Mojang should hire me for this, okay? Why don't we add the Groper to Minecraft? It'll be this great new mob. If you don't eat, I don't know, if you just don't eat enough, if your hunger gets too low, the Groper will come out and grope you. Okay? Here, I have another great idea for a mob. Let's add the Rubber. Okay? Yeah, if you're at a too low of a light level for too long, say like you're out walking around at nighttime, this would be a fun way to encourage people to light up their base. We're gonna add the Rubber. If you don't light up your base enough, or you spend too much time in the dark, the Rubber will come up and rub you. You don't want the Groper to come grope you. You don't want the Rubber to come rub you. That's Mojang should hire me. I'm full of great ideas like this. Okay. The rubber. Oh, God. What does he do to you? He rubs you. He rubs you to death. The freaker. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. The toucher. Oh, man. Here, I think we're really onto something. Sounds like a great idea. For Minecraft's next game drop. Yeah. Imagine if they added a mob called the Sniffer. No, that's too far. I saw some people talking about the Licker when they were making fun of the mob votes, but it's real. The Taker. The Gripper. Yeah. Yeah, if your inventory doesn't have enough stuff in it, we're going to add a mob called the Gripper. And the Gripper's going to come out and grip you. They're going to grip you by the knee bone. Alright? This is a great way to encourage players to progress through the game, so that to fill their inventories. If they don't have enough stuff, they'll get gripped by the Gripper. What do you guys think? 10 out of 10? The beer is... I'm not drinking. I drank hours ago. I'm totally sober. No thanks. Not enough stuff in your inventory. It's a great idea. What do you mean? What, you think that adding a mob that punishes you for, like, external circumstances you're supposed to figure out on your own, is bad game design? Are you telling me that that's not a viable idea? What? I don't know, guys. Add the copper bucket, please. Yeah, copper bucket. That's what we need. We need copper shears, too. We need a copper iron block. We've already got a copper block. We need a copper iron block. We need more items. Yeah. There should be cobbled versions of andesite, granite, and diorite. We should do that. And we should add 5 more stone types that spawn in tiny patches. Just randomly. And they're just the ugliest colors imaginable. We should do that. Dirt golem and red water. Yep, soon. Well, now I'm just kind of looking for the way out. Alright, it's a little bit loud. I gotta turn this down. Bear. Andesite, granite, diorite handled incredibly poorly. They would instantly make all those rocks better if they just did them like better than Adventure does it. Honestly. We need rotating pillars that restrict player vision. The Gengar? Trying to find a way out. Alright. We're gonna add the flicker. We're gonna add the flicker to Minecraft. If you spend too much time underwater, because you shouldn't be doing that, you should be motivated to go to the surface. If you spend too much time underwater, the flicker's gonna come up and flick you. Okay? Still need to do a full P-tape. The tickler. Okay. I like all these ideas we're having, guys. But I have the talking stick right now, so I don't know why you guys are giving your ideas when I have the talking stick. It would be funny to find out that Mojang's development process is just like passing the talking stick to each other and them just progressively getting more and more angry at each other because that kind of crap doesn't work. Kids play this game. We can't add the flicker. Why not? We added the sniffer. It's not that much different. We won't step out of line again, Mr. Monster. I should have Boar's voice. Good idea. Totally lost. Minecraft 2. Alright, you mine, we'll craft. Let's Minecraft. #1 sniffer block fan. Pretty soon, #1 groper block fan. Add the gripper, groper, flicker. What was the other one? The grabber, I think. Did I do the grabber yet? Let's see the underground library. Not a lot of progress has been made on that. Still just have the one pillar I've been digging out slowly. It's taking a million years. Dude, I'm lost. Alright. Usually I'm good about this kind of thing. I guess I'll just dig my way out. Squatter. Everyone was so hyped for the sniffer because they're like, oh my god, dinosaurs in Minecraft. Huh? Where did they get the idea that it was a dinosaur? It's just like a big fluffy turtle with a beak. They literally added a mob called the sniffer. They literally added a mob called the sniffer. Wow. Okay. To manually approve all your dick jokes. You guys know that, right? Ancient extinct thought dinosaur. Yeah, I don't think Mojang went that far with their thinking. I'm sure they're like, oh, I guess it is a dinosaur, whatever. Mojang cooked with adding this feature. Such a thought-provoking creature. I don't went that far. Besides digging up 2 weird flowers. Nope, that's it. They made it to build up hype for the game, and they never touched it again. Never touched it again. That's all they added it for. Just to build up hype. But they never... They forgot about it. Come on. I was a kid, I always thought Minecraft was somewhat kind of dark fantasy, because it was giving this vibe. I don't think I've ever, like, consumed or watched dark fantasy anything. Nothing... I don't know what qualifies as dark fantasy, I guess. They didn't remove the zombie pigmen, but I don't like the piglins either. I mean, they did remove them and replace them, right? Piglins weren't bad. They're alright. I know what's over this hill. Blue sniffer ivy. Armadillo scutes could have been turtle scutes, which could have been bunny leather, which could have just been leather. Huh, interesting. What a thought-provoking feature. Why didn't you like pigment? Oh, someone else said they didn't like pigment, not me. I think they're fine. You know, the arms on that statue are really difficult to do. That was the thing that took the longest. And then I did the hair, and I was like, it doesn't look that great, but I'm so tired of working on this statue, I'm just gonna be done with it. You know? So it's not the best. Alright. That's a lot of iron. I got 2 mushrooms, too. We're doing pretty good. Okay, I guess we needed coal here. I'm gonna stop approving the stroker messages now. Okay. Oh, guys, spooky. Spooky liminal in Minecraft. Oh. Where'd I put my diamonds? I think I just stick them here. Yep. Wait, oh wait, drops go down here. My bad. It's crazy. When I started this world, I was in this exact same spot up north where I hauled all my setup to, and I was drinking. It was a drunk stream, I guess. I've never done one of those again, not really. Where am I supposed to put? I guess I'll put the furnace here. I really don't need to carry this around. And I started it on a live stream. And then I just kept playing it by myself. I never made videos on it until later on, well, many months later. Now here we are. Like sign art. I just realized something. My video, my alpha skyblock video probably just released. Actually, it released 40 minutes ago. I didn't even think about that. I should probably... it should be out. It's not. All right, hold on. Let me do something here. It should be out right now. And I totally missed the deadline for that. Do. I was really scrambling to get this done on the right time. Okay, it's out. Oh god. I gotta ping everybody in my Discord for it. I'm gonna do this. Best song in the game coming out right now. I don't know what to tell these people. There you go. New video out tonight. And I guess let's keep it going for a little bit longer, but then I'm going to probably call it good. It should have came out 40 minutes ago. All right. What should we do now? This is a great song, man. Check it immediately after we're done here. Sounds good. I saw that you DM'd me, Rye. I will be reading it immediately after this. Alright. You think I could ever get an interview with Jeb and then ask him the hard questions? You know, it'd be like that Sam Altman interview that went terribly. That went pretty badly. All right, I think less than one said that he or they wanted to see the underground library progress. It's not much, but I will show it. Wow. What's the point of these secret doors if I just have them open all the time? Double negative intros for the win. True. You're an OG fan, man. Ask Jeb why the toucher wasn't added. Okay. All right. I think a lot of people left to go watch the video. That's all right. Maybe people who come watch the video will watch the stream. Who knows? Yeah, Dune Parnitz. I sent Rye your drill song that you made. All right, here's the library so far. Pretty sweet, huh? This big pillar. I've just been doing a crazy amount of digging. NSSS 1112 came out today. Is there a trailer for it? Ask Notch about Athlete Steve. I think he wasn't called that. Strat Fat video. What is that? Strat Fat? I don't know what you're talking about, dude. You sound insane. What are you saying right now? Very happy you're finally seeing it. Yeah, I have done a lot of digging here. Still not enough. I need to do a lot more. Was it actually named Athlete Steve? I thought it was literally just called... I probably should say something differently. Not So Secret Saturday? Yep. Yeah, Strapped Out is awesome. I'm pretty good at it, I think. You record me when we're playing Strapped Out together? No, you don't. You better not. I'd be interested to see what you recorded, though. If you have anything good in there. Probably not. I sound like an idiot when I play that game. Getting quite late. Thinking about getting into streaming or recording beta MC just as a social exercise and a way to talk as I play. Any tips? Any tips? If you think of anything good to talk about, write it down beforehand to keep it close by when you're recording. Plan what you're going to say a little bit to some degree. Think of it like you're putting on a show, right? So like you want things to happen that are interesting. You can just hit the camera and you can just like, okay, I guess I'll go do this. Like that's what I did tonight pretty much. But you can also have a plan. Like it's good to have a plan sometimes. You know, videos are for the entertainment of others usually, right? If that's what you want people to do, you want them to watch your stuff, then I would consider that kind of stuff. Can confirm that Mong is an idiot when talking directly to him. No comment. Oh, he's a pig poking creature. Rambling's not a bad thing to do either. But sometimes I'm just doing some menial chore, and I'm just like digging cobblestone or something. And all I feel, I just like have a lot of stuff to say. I just ramble, and then I realize that, oh wait, these people are just watching me dig stone. Like, that's not very interesting. So I try to keep it short when I'm doing that. Hmm. All right. Well, what's my plan right now? My plan is that it's about 1 in the morning. And we've been going for a while. I think if there's anything else you guys would like to see or do, I'd be open to trying it. But we're reaching our 3rd hour on the stream. It's kind of late. And, you know, I'm doing a big stream tomorrow as well. I plan on building a lot of stuff, actually. This stream, I didn't have a plan so much as just to kind of talk and interact with you guys. I hope that that was fun. Tomorrow's stream, I plan on getting down to business and building. Maybe even having someone else on. We'll see. What do you hate more, the warden or the creaking? I don't like hate either of them. I can watch you jump on a cactus and be entertained. Surfer block just a week away. Yeah. Should build a Stonehenge at some point. Oh yeah, I should. That would be cool. One time for a realm that I think it was actually my realm that I paid for when I was younger. I did build a Stonehenge. It was really cool. Enemies are better additions than passive mobs. Interesting. I never really think about it like that. Liminal woman that I didn't build. I would like to build more women. I don't mean that in a weird way. I just think I'd like to practice like making something that looks like a person. You know. And I can't build a man. Can't do that. It's weird. I have to build women. That's totally normal. I've thought about building a giant one on like an even larger one, so the scale of detail is a little bit higher, or the level of detail is a little bit higher, but building it diagonally. Maybe a different pose, right? Although I don't know what the pose would be. Like this one was pretty easy to do because it's just like arm. Well, it wasn't easy. The arms are incredibly difficult, but it's symmetrical to some extent, right? Yeah, an asymmetrical statue. That would be cool. You should build your girlfriend. I don't know how I would do that. A real person. I don't know how I'd do that. Creaking statue. What a thought-provoking creature. What I should do is I should build like a creeper statue. I should do that, you know? Why wouldn't I? You know what would be a huge flex? You know what would be a gigantic flex? Imagine building a 1 to 16 or something scale. What would you call it? Each pixel's a block. That kind of scale statue of a creeper. Out of moss stone, right? The amount of moss stone that would take would be insane. I'm sure I don't have enough for that. But imagine that would be a huge flex. Series of icebreaker ships in the water. That would be cool. That would be cool, actually. It would be neat as an oil rig or something. I kind of thought that this stream I would work on my tower, but we haven't done that at all. I mostly just run around and talk to people. Good luck doing that without duping. Yeah. I kind of am curious to see how much I have. What should I get? Vintage Story or Hightail? Vintage Story. Get Vintage Story. Seriously, get Vintage Story. It's so much better. It's so much better. Not even a joke. It's just so much better. How much snow are you getting? A lot. I don't know how much. I don't really know how much. A lot. take a look at the quarry area. Yeah, with lava in the face. Absolutely. It's not like the prettiest color scheme ever. Oh, where's the boat? Where's my boat? What the heck? Why does this thing keep breaking? Do you think you are? Games that are being sold for money? I mean, do you just want people to give you stuff for free all the time and them to work really hard to give you those things and you just take them? I don't think selling something that you spent time making for money is a bad thing. You know what I mean? Why am I Steve? I don't really know. I think it happened when I died, but I'm not sure. But I'm not opposed to it. I like Steve, so. I don't like this design for a sugarcane farm. I feel like I could have done better with this. You know, I like the idea of that or this, but the roof is not my favorite. Maybe I tear it out, get rid of it, and take all the moss stone. Vintage story, resource demanding. I think it is like it runs a lot better than modern Minecraft, at least for me. Would I do a BTA playthrough in the channel? Yeah, maybe one day. I don't know. I don't know when a good time to start that is. There was one point I was actually working on an iceberg video for BTA upcoming features, but like that's hard for me to work on because it's so much work to research and write and just edit. That's so much work. I'm like 20% through the list of items that would go on the iceberg. It's so much work. And like, I wanted to release that at the same time as I started the series. So I'd have 2 videos, one on each channel. But, you know, I'm a little bit discouraged from doing it because it was so difficult. Ooh. Kind of drink some tea. I wish I could have some tea right now. I haven't got any where I'm at. Time to drink some beer? No. No, I've already had one today. Nothing here. Oop. Okay. Doing pretty good. I have 2 jukeboxes. You always need 2. Hello, I'm not going to lie. I'm feeling a little dreamcore, maybe a little nostalgic, almost creeped out. Can you help me? Guys, is this liminal? I feel like I've been here before. I feel like these are someone else's memories. Feels like I've been here in a dream. Something's off. Just can't put my finger on it. I didn't build this. There's a strange entity in my world. I feel uncomfy. I feel uncomfy, guys. I am not comfying the cozy right now. Let's put it that way, okay? Alright. This is truly the liminal alpha? Heck yeah. Entity? If you guys want to know what that is, go watch the video I just released. Ow. A build am I most proud of? I really like how the core area turned out. I think everything in that area just works together so well. It's a lot of builds that are tied together very intricately and like they work with each other. I think it's awesome. I love the garden area that goes between them all. That being said, I'm very happy with the spawn build. Has everyone seen the spawn build? If you haven't seen the spawn build, we'll go look at it. Okay? Yeah, the broken monster. Locks in the sky. I wonder. Well, you did that in this world? I did. We're gonna see the spawn build. It's unfinished. I feel like at the scale that I'm building that thing, it's just gonna keep getting huge and gigantic forever, to the point that like it overtakes this whole place over here, you know? Like that, I could see that happening. I have not made a spaceship, but that would be cool. Oh. Oh. Droopy. We have a lot of logs. I'm not complaining. Alright, let me set this out a little bit better. Almost just over 5 stacks. Thank you, Mr. Walrus. Pink sheep or stupid Brooklyn lingo? Thanks. Thanks for that. Thanks for the $2. How many hours do I think I have in the world? Multi-MC does track playtime, so I could look. But I don't know. I actually don't know how much I've got. I passed 300 hours a while ago. Alright, here's the spawn area if you haven't seen it. Well, it's not a great time of day to be looking at it. I have a Christmas tree here from Christmas. I'm gonna burn it down just because that's the easiest way to get rid of it. It's a really cool tree. I like it a lot, but that's not what I want here. I want something else here. Something very specific, so I'm not getting rid of that thing. Unless I can find a way to work with it, but actually no. So yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, sorry. I'm gonna burn it. I need to get rid of it. I mean, all the valuable stuff will stay. I guess I'll have to mine that out first. Alright. I like the tree too, but it's in a screenshot, you know. Another woman? No, I'm not putting a statue there. Is this a broadcast or a live stream? I don't know the difference. Well, alright everybody. I think we've just reached a little over 3 hours in the stream, and it is 1 in the morning. Not arson. You can't stop me. This is a pretty good ending point. It was just chill. I like to talk, do a little bit of mining. Tomorrow we're doing Pocket Edition, and I have big plans. I have a lot of building I need to do there. So I'm gonna need everybody to tune in for that and help me, because I have a lot of plans for that. Whereas this is more of a relaxing, chill one. So thank you for showing up. I'm gonna redirect you all. I don't know how to like actually redirect you, but I'm gonna ask you, go watch my video. I just uploaded it like 20 minutes ago. That explains the weird, strange thing in the sky, the blocks in the sky that we saw over there that's out of our view distance at this point. Anyway, been here all stream. Thanks for sticking around, Taunt Gaming. Is a snowstorm bad? It doesn't seem too bad, but I also have Noise canceling headphones. Mong, your audience wants more block women. Someday. All right, everybody. Thanks for showing up. If you have anything else to say it now, because I'm gonna close the stream in like a few minutes. Not in a few minutes, like a few seconds. This is how much moss stone we have. Unless there's somewhere else in this world that I haven't looked yet. Maybe the World Center's got some I didn't look at, or maybe the passive mob farm has some. But if that's the case, this is all the moss stone that we have. So if I wanted to build a giant creeper, I need to get way more dungeons. Way more. I don't go caving enough, so I just don't really find them ever. I kind of just stay in the same areas all the time. That's why. So I guess that's why I don't have very much of it. I could build one out of bricks. That'd be cool. Well, anyway. Take it easy, everyone. Have a... I don't know. Stay warm. And I've been Monster. Have a nice night.